That's the one we've been looking for. Stay pegged. Stay pegged. That's the one we've been looking for.
Little shallow.
Oh yeah.
My man.
Dwayne, good to see you.
Sir.
How are you?
Morning, morning.
How are you?
Good, good.
Nice. Glad you're back, man. Are you guys launching here? You guys want to?
I'm going somewhere.
Okay, well, let me, basic stuff. You've done before. 10-inch minimum. T24 is the code.
You've already got it.
And other than that,
Be back here by 3:30.
yeah, try to be at 3:30, 3:45. I know it's traveling, so $50 a day. Yeah.
Oh, there's your 50, sir.
All right, man. And yeah, be back here by. Sorry, launch at 6:30. Lines in at 7.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna start heading that way.
Good luck, Seth.
Yes, sir. Y'all be safe. Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a tournament out here on Lake Toho. I'm getting a little bit later start. It's about 25 after 7. First cast is at 7 o'clock. Last cast is at 3 o'clock. Came out here to Twin Oaks Conservation Area, and apparently it doesn't technically open until 7 o'clock. Last week I came out here at 6:30, did just fine, and was able to launch, and I was fishing way before 7 o'clock, but apparently it doesn't technically open until 7 o'clock. But we waited at the gate. We had our fingers crossed, and the gate did open up at 7 o'clock. So we have about a 25-minute late start, but we have a general area where we're going to be fishing today. Last week there were some fish in the area, but hopefully they have grown up over the past week. I do think it's probably going to take about 82 inches to be in the top 3 today. And to win, probably going to need about 88 inches, maybe even crossing over 90. But it's going to be a beautiful day. Wind's not going to be blowing a whole lot. It is going to be getting pretty hot today, so going to have to figure out where these fish are moving to, but we will see what the day has in store. But as always, y'all, I appreciate you watching. Now let's go fishing. It's already bright. Last week did pretty well with the speed worm first thing in the morning. See if we can do that again. Okay, well, last week caught one on first cast. This week caught one on first cast. There is a 10-inch minimum. That's going to cut it. Probably going to be right at 12 inches or so. They are definitely going to need to grow up. All right, 12 on the nose. Gets the day started off right. Thank you, buddy. Skunk is out of the boat on first cast. All right, let's see if he has any more buddies up there. Something that I did find last time was this area in particular is the deepest area in this cove. Also, there's current that's just to the south of me, so I'm hoping that means that there's a lot of resident fish in this area, and we can trick a few today. But I covered about 6 or 7 miles last weekend, and this was by far the most productive area and the deepest area that you could fish effectively and make sure that you always have that bait presented well. All right, number 2. Well, sure I'm glad that there's a 10-inch minimum. If we're gonna have any chance of winning today, he does not need to be in the bag, but he fills the spot right now. Thank you, buddy. Guess I'm just gonna have to spend some time with the speed worm. All right, let's get some more. Came to this area to get away from everyone, and we definitely have done that. The jury is still out whether or not that is a good thing. Right now there is no one around. Come on, come on. Yeah. Whew, okay. It's good to know that there are some bass around here that are not just 12 inches. And he ate that so fast. Caught me off guard. All right, that's exciting. Horrible landing job, but we'll let it slide for right now. The good thing is he's in the boat. All right, this might be 15 or so inches. Let's see. All right, number 3. That is 15 and a half. Thank you, buddy. That sure enough beats a 12-incher. Need more like that. I have a hard time believing that jerkbait's not going to work at some point today. It looks way too good in the water. Staying just above the grass line. Maybe there just needs to be a little bit more wind for it to be effective. But I just don't see how that's not going to work. Okay, number 4. Not a bad one at that. Probably about another 14 or so incher. Honestly, anything with scales on it, and that is bigger than 10 inches, I'm happy with. It's over 12 inches. Sign me up for that. That is another 15 incher. I'll take that all day. Thank you, girl. All right, that's number 4. Need one more for a limit. All right, well, that was the first pass through my main area. Able to land 4 and interact with several other bass, or at least I was getting bit along the way. I want to try some offshore stuff for just a little bit, see if maybe some bass have pushed offshore and are hanging out in this 3-4 foot section. If not, I'm just going to circle back around and beat the bank like I was just doing, while there's still potentially bass cruising along the edges of that Kissimmee grass. I'll stay pegged. All right. Offshore on a jerkbait. Fill the limit with the small one, but that fills the limit. All right, 11.5, number 5. On the old jerkbait offshore. Wow. I just got done eating my granola bar, and I just wanted to fish a little bit while I was eating. I typically do not do that, but clearly I'm gonna have to start. Maybe the big ones are moving offshore a little bit. That's definitely one of the right ones. That might be the biggest one of the day. Time to touch 15 3/4. Thank you, buddy. Awesome. Largest one of the day. I will take it. I just got rid of an 11.5. Oh man, that scared me to death. Bass followed that speed worm all the way up. They must be out here. Golly, I should have let it sink down. Ah. Chain pickerel. Oh, nasty thing. Guess you like jerk baits too, huh? See ya. Well, definitely not looking for those. I wonder if that was what was following the speed worm up. well, we'll throw back out there real quick. Why not? Maybe a bass will want it now. That's the right species. All right. Well, I'm glad I decided to throw the jerkbait back out there. Okay, 13 1/4. I just got rid of an 11 1/2. Thank you, buddy. I'm gonna retie real quick. That pickerel frayed my line. I do believe this jerkbait is able to stay just above the grass line, stay in that strike zone. I was throwing it this morning and I just knew that it had to work to some degree. Catching a few on it's definitely boosted my confidence. Maybe we can get rid of that 12-incher with it now. Barely hooked. I think that'll help. I need to get rid of a 12. Oh wow, just popped right off. All right, that just got us another 1.5 inches. Thank you, buddy. Ooh. They're all clones out there. Hey, well, at least you know that those hooks are sticky sharp. I don't know if he's going to help. All right, 13 1/4. Chesty got too hot. I think that might cull a 1/4 inch. I hope. We will see. Chesty got too hot. Yep, not gonna help. Right at 13. Thank you, buddy. Come on, I need an 18 plus. That was dangerous. Come on, buddy. Hold still. I'm gonna get you right back out there. That's not gonna help. Thank you. If I don't start catching any that are 15 inches plus doing this, I'm gonna switch and try to fish a worm. It's fun catching them, but these are not winning fish. I don't know if it's something that I'm just gonna have to cycle through or what. Try to throw a speed worm down there for just a little bit. Oh, I never even set the hook on that guy. You know the hook's sharp when that's going on. Well, speed worm is catching small ones too. Chain pickerel. Get out of here. Oh, nasty thing. I don't want you. There are plenty of chain pickerel out here too. Rotate back to the jerkbait. Oh, come on. Now this is gonna get old very quick. Okay, well, I'm going to put up the jerkbait for a little bit because I am just catching pickerel right now and I do not want to waste my time with them. And try the speed worm out. Kind of tired of juggling chain pickerel and trying not to get hooked by sharp little treble hooks. All right, that took a lot of casts. And it's barely gonna cull, but it will cull. It's right back in line with where I caught all those others earlier in the day. There must be something about this area. Should go 14 inches or so. All right, 14 1/4. Thank you, buddy. Well, my jerkbait is gone. I think that chain pickerel just sealed the deal. And that was my only one. Yep, I don't even have anything remotely close to that. Well, that definitely means no more jerkbait for the day. That's why you always have redundants. Just a quick midday update. We were able to find some fish first thing in the morning and leading all the way through the later morning, like till 10, 10:30. Past hour has been slow, so I don't really know what I'm going to do. Probably just throw the speed worm for most of the day. We really need to get rid of these 13 inchers with some 15 plus inchers to be anywhere close to competitive today. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time offshore, hoping that we can run into a couple of that quality, if not any better. I would really like a 20 plus. That would go a really long way. But we'll see what we can find offshore here. But I'm really glad that we found this offshore pattern. You at least have confidence in knowing that there's a potential of a big bite offshore. So we'll see what this offshore pattern will give us. Stay tuned. Let's see if we can find any big ones. I really hate that I lost that jerkbait. Oh, we're just gonna have to slow down with this speed worm. Still trying to fish in that 4 to 5 foot range. Again, that's some of the deeper water in this section of the lake. We have a little over 3 hours left to fish. Fall back in line here. It's a pretty straight line where I was catching all of those bass. Alright, right in here's where I was catching them. I don't even know if he's gonna help. All right, got him touched 13 3/4. Thank you, buddy. All right, that's the one we gotta get rid of now, 13 3/4. Another 14 3/4. Healthy fish. Thank you, buddy. There's got to be one that's larger than 15 inches out here. There's got to be. Yep. Thank you, buddy. I have found where all the 13 inchers live. That is for sure. $13.5. That is incredible. I like catching the same one over and over again. I'm working this speed worm a couple different ways. I'm doing one of two things. I'm just kind of swimming it back really slowly and then they're hitting it, or I'll swim and kill it and then they'll hit it on the fall. That is where probably 80 or 90% of my bites have come from, is swimming it and then killing it. Getting smaller. He wasn't going anywhere though, that's for sure. That's the one we've been looking for. Stay pegged. Stay pegged. That's the one we've been looking for. Yes. Oh man, thank you. That is why we have been fishing offshore. It is not a giant, but that's going to get rid of a 13 3/4 and make our bag a lot more competitive. You are gonna go a long way, my friend. What you gonna get me? Close to 18? 17.75? All right, 17.75. That really helped the bag out. Thank you, buddy. There we go. Looking for that one all day. Finally landed a good one. So now our smallest one is 14 1/4. That 17.75 is what we're calling our kicker right now. All of these fish are coming in just one very generalized location. Every time I catch a bass, I'm putting a waypoint, and there's just a cluster of waypoints right on top of each other. And I'm trying to stay in line with these waypoints, and often when I do, that is when I'm getting bit. Otherwise, you're just kind of casting blind out here in the open. But for whatever reason, they seem to be hanging out in this area. We have about an hour and a half left to fish, maybe an hour 45, but the day is quickly wrapping up. I'm very pleased with the day so far, but in order for our bag to be competitive, I do think we're going to need to get rid of that 14-incher and replace it with at least a 16. And then I believe we'd be close to 80 inches. Anytime you're north of 80 inches, you at least have a chance of cashing a check. But this is Lake Toho. I don't know how the other sections of the lake are fishing. That's one on the square bill, but he isn't going to help. Not by a long shot. Hey, buddy. We'll dance. Bugs are ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna change spots. I'm gonna go over here to the mouth of a canal where I know there's some flowing water. This area, even when it's producing, it's not producing big ones. We only have about 45 minutes left, and then the day will be done. I'm very happy with the day. Caught a ton of fish. I just wish they were a little bit bigger, but don't we all? So I'm just gonna have to come over here real quick, hope that we run into one or two decent ones, then we can make a run at this thing. Right over in there, I figured out during pre-fish there's a strong current coming through the canal over there, so maybe there'll be some fish over here hanging out. Nope. There were. Small still. And they shrunk over here. At least all the ones over there were 13 inches. That's the one we need. Yes! Our move paid off. Oh, I have waited all day to be able to break 80. That just made our bag very competitive. That move paid off big time. Okay, I just got ready to touch 17. I got rid of a 14 1/4. One upgrade. Thank you, girl. Okay. I am glad that I moved. 17 inchers are hard to come by today. I have no idea how many bass I caught today, but there is no shortage of them today. Hey, buddy. Not gonna help. Gotta get rid of a 15 now. Squeaker. Oh. I just saw this one swimming down there, and I just saw probably like a 7 or 8 pounder swimming down there. This one isn't gonna help. Nope. Thank you, buddy. Man, I thought that 8 pounder came back and grabbed it. That would have been something. That was a giant bass. I cannot believe he's swimming around here like that. That was a big old bass. Got 5 more minutes. We're gonna start making our way back. And I just got robbed. If you're not using a speed worm and you're fishing in Florida, you are missing out, because I think that this rivals the Cinco. It, in my opinion, is better than a Cinco. The only time a Cinco is better than a speed worm is when you're skipping docks. Outside of that, this speed worm with the 1/8 ounce weight, 3/0 hook is the way to go. You just put a little of that sin on there. All right, let's go find that 8 pounder real quick. Got about 3 more minutes. Nope. Thank you, buddy. Not gonna help. Last cast. Oh man, what a day. We caught a ton of bass, and we got a competitive bag at that. I don't know where exactly we're sitting. I gotta do a little math real quick. Alrighty everyone, the tournament is over. What a great day of fishing. This day played out way better than I thought it was going to. Pre-fishing was pretty tough, but we did exactly what I thought we were going to do, and that is stay in one general location all day. And as you already know, we caught 81 inches. So 81 inches is going to put us in contention for some money. In the beginning of the day, I thought that 82 inches was going to be competitive, so that puts us right in the hunt. So we got to see how exactly the day shook out for everyone else. We are not doing Tourney X this year. So I don't know how everybody else did. I don't normally look at the standings anyway. So right now I'm pedaling back to the launch so we can make our way back over to Big Toho Marina where the headquarters are located, and we'll see how everybody else did. So stay tuned to see exactly how we finished. But hey, as always, y'all, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out a great deal. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Gentlemen,
What's going on, Seth?
Were you out here?
Were you out here?
I was out here.
Oh,
I didn't even see you.
I gave y'all a 30-minute head start. I had to wait for the gate to open. I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Energies on it.
15 and a half, 15, 15 and a half,
the next day.
17, 75, and 17. Third place, Mr. Seth.
Nice.
There you go, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Southport. Well, you
Second place, 81 and a half, Chase Robinson.
dang.
In first place, 87 and
Bass.
3/4, Mr. Zach Bass.
The bass man.
And Big Fish with 20 and a half,
Dang.
Mr. Zach Bass.
Good job.
Take our money.
Yeah.